Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Tyrannoid here, and we're here for the next game. The one that won the poll. It's Ratchet and Clank, Size Matters. A game I never thought I'd be revisiting ever again, and then I decided to put it up on the poll for some reason. If you're wondering why I never thought I'd be playing it again, it's because obviously this game came to PS5 recently through their sort of emulation of the PSP games, and it came with a platinum. And I got the platinum trophy for it, and that involved a hell of a lot of grinding. I think it took about 8 playthroughs to do everything that was necessary, and then I'd screwed up a trophy, which meant I had to go and do a separate playthrough after that, which meant a full playthrough all the way to the end. So after 9 playthroughs of Size Matters and one particular level that I hated, I was like, I'm not playing Size Matters ever again. But here we are. We're back again. So, without further ado, let's get on.
Much better. The sun is murder today. I swear, Clank, I'm done with all that hero stuff. Now let somebody else save the universe. I need a little me time.
If there is trouble, then it is our duty to ensure that...
Nah! What'd you do that for? Whoa, what are you doing?
I'm taking pictures for my school project. I'm doing a report on heroes, and I recognize you from the newspaper. You're Ratchet, right?
Well, I see you have a knack for recognizing greatness.
I was wondering if it would be possible to get some pictures of you doing some heroic action.
Well, I would, but there's really not much heroic work to do around here. Oh, I can lift Clank over my head, though. How about that?
I was thinking maybe you could fight some robots or something. I know where you could find them.
I do have a massage scheduled in 15 minutes, but, oh, what the heck. I could use a bit of exercise. Come on, buddy. Let's put on a good show for our little reporter here.
I am going to regret this.
Not sure whether Clank's speaking for all of us here, but here we go. So that's always weird seeing those cutscenes, because you've got like these really low resolution pre-rendered cutscenes from the PSP, and especially for me, I'm obviously playing on a more modern television screen, so it doesn't look great, but the game itself doesn't look bad. Now I've got to remember, I've got to remember that there's a rewind feature. So, I think there's a lock strafe mode here. Strafing is analog stick. That should be it. Well, there's a semblance of a lock strafe. This is why I always preferred the PS2 version, because it's got the actual PS2 strafing in it. But sadly, that's not what we're doing, so I have replayed this level so many times now. I do like this level though. It's a good starting level. I mean, so when I got Size Matters on, I think like close to day one when it launched. I've got a bit of a bad history with Size Matters. So when I first purchased it on PSP, I had a really glitched copy. It would freeze in several different locations. Oh, I can't remember. Janky controls. So it froze in several different spots, and it was basically, in particular, when I beat Auto Destruct, the last boss, I couldn't go onto challenge mode. It would just stop me. There was also other parts that froze as well. So I'd grown a bit of a bad attitude towards size matters at that point anyway. And then I've just... that bad attitude's never really gone away. I mean, I had it on PS2. The PS2 version I felt was far better. I know a lot of people don't like it, but for me it was a far better version. Okay, select. For me it was a far better version. But I still... there's a few things that I don't like about this game. There are some good parts about it. It is not a bad game per se, but it's not the best Ratchet game. So like the weapon balancing is completely off. I think there's an overuse of mini games that completely destroys the pacing of the game. I think the big problem for me was how hard the last boss was. Because of it being so few levels and the weapon balancing being off, I found Auto Destruct really hard. So up until recently, I'd never actually beaten this game on challenge mode. I only did it recently when I was going through doing like a race with someone else. We were both trying to see who could beat 100% the game the fastest. And I finally managed to 100% the game, and then obviously I've just done it again for the platinum. So my opinion's kind of changed on it now, but I've still kind of got like that sour experience from when I was younger. Oh. But it'll be fun to replay this, because it's been ages since I've done a Ratchet and Clank game on the channel. Sadly, none of the other PS2 ones have made it onto the store yet. We've got... oh, let's use this. So we got Secret Agent Clank, Rift Apart, the PS4 one. Hopefully more of them come onto the store like properly instead of streaming, because I mean my internet can manage the streaming, but it's not perfect. I'd much rather have like a proper native version, if that's possible. Well, it probably is possible. They could put the PS2 versions of the Ratchet and Clank games on the store like they've done with Sly Cooper. Just whether they actually will. Okay, I really need some ammo. Otherwise I'm going to have to go into this last part with my wrench, and I'm not that skilled. Ooh, brilliant. That's given me absolutely zero lacerator ammo. Okay, take him out. And him? Yes, there we go. That's how to be resourceful with your ammunition. So yeah, like, long-time viewers of the channel, you're going to know that I played the first 3 Ratchet and Clanks on YouTube. I wouldn't suggest going back to watch them. They're absolutely terrible quality. Honestly, I just kept them up, but I wouldn't recommend watching them. But obviously, big Ratchet and Clank fan. So, kind of glad this got voted in. And it's a nice quick game as well.
Wow, that was super! I can't wait to show everyone the pictures.
Quark?
Clank! What a coincidence! What are you doing here?
I am trailing Ratchet and Clank to see what they are doing, so I can join in on their next adventure.
Hey, that's what I'm doing! No, wait, I mean,
Do you not have somewhere else to go? Home to your family, perhaps?
Hey, Quark. Nice hat. Sorry, Quark. What? Was that your mother's hat or something? Seriously, dude. It's just a hat.
It's not that. It's my mother and father. I never knew my family. I was given up for adoption as a baby and was raised by monkeys.
Okay. Thanks for sharing.
Perhaps you should attempt to find your real parents.
There she is. Get her.
Looks like I'm gonna be late for my massage. Let's go.
So the hero work begins. Right. Get this lacerator upgraded. This will be our best friend for the entire game, pretty much. It always used to irk me in the really old games when the sort of efficient blaster weapon would be the most useless after like level 7. Luckily in this game there's only a few levels, so I haven't got enough time to get useless. Right, so just so you're aware with this playthrough, I'm not going to get 100% because I never want to have to do that again. I may pick up the odd titanium bolt along the way, but don't use this as your little guide to get 100% if that was what you were trying to do, because I'm not going to be any help. So any titanium bolts or skill points I get along the way, kind of an accident. Kinda. He says as he goes over here and gets one. Also the arenas, there's some arenas in this. I'm not doing all of them. So the arenas in this game are Clank arenas. It sounds exhilarating, doesn't it? So they basically involve sort of a kind of a rip-off of football, a sort of demolition derby that's rubbish. I don't like it. And there's these Gadgebot puzzles which I really love. So I'll probably end up doing the Gadgebot puzzles because I do enjoy those. But the other ones just aren't that fun. You do get like armor pieces for doing them, so they're not like completely without value, but the armor I'm getting isn't actually going to be like better than the armor I'm going to get from just naturally playing, so it makes no sense playing it. Right. Mop up all the boxes. And I get my second armor. This was a really neat concept that they did in this game. And for any of you who have played Rift Apart, they did this in Rift Apart with the armor pieces. But I'm gonna argue that Size Matters did it better. And I know that sounds really controversial, because, you know, I know Size Matters is kind of frowned upon, but the armor system that they did in Rift Apart basically made it so that you didn't have to put that armor on. As soon as you've got the full set, you just have to wear it once and you can take it off, and that effect is always there. So it kind of takes away that level of choice, really, I suppose. Or not a level of choice, because there's a choice of what to wear, but I suppose there's a level of strategy that you're sort of missing. So 1 point to Size Matters. It's the Island of Crab Death. This island always makes me feel tense for some reason. Just constantly spawning crabs. But they do have a limit, so I'm going to kill them all, because I want that nanotech. And the bolts. This is the Ratchet and Clank universe, and everybody carries bolts, even crabs. Are they going to spawn anymore? They are. Okay, that's gotta be it, right? Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, we need as many bolts as we can get in this game, because things start to get really expensive, and as I said, there aren't really enough levels in the game. Especially, I think there's 12 levels, but actually 2 of those are giant Clank levels. One of them is also entirely a Clank Arena planet, although there is a little side path for Ratchet to come back to later. So actually, when you look at the levels for Ratchet, you literally got 9 levels for him to try and level up. It's not a lot. And I'm going to assure you again, I'm not doing 100% here. Even though it might look like it at the moment. Since I'm about to get a skill point as well for not getting hit.
Ratchet can throw his wrench at enemies. Crouch with
The wrench throwing in this game is awful.
Button to throw the wrench.
There's such a delay in the time it takes to get back to Ratchet. Thank you. Okay, there's my skill point. Now it's time to ruin these people's holiday. Okay, this lacerate is absolutely destroying these enemies now. Do you know what I always loved about this game? Because of the hardware it was running on, you can literally see the boundaries to the map. And I know that might be a flaw, but I love it. It's a remnant of the age, isn't it? Right, here we go.
Target acquired. Proceeding to Galadon.
Help me!
I can't believe we lost her. Why would they want a little girl?
I do not believe they were after her. I believe they were after this.
Well, this is, what is this?
If my memory bank serves me correctly, I believe it is a technomite artifact.
Yeah, right. Seriously, what is it?
It is a technomite
Look,
artifact.
Clank, that girl is in trouble and we can help her. Technomites are just some fairy story that parents tell their kids to explain how technology works. They don't really exist.
I believe they do exist, and this could prove it. That is why those robots wanted that child to get this object.
Did we? Did you? Whoa, that was quite a jog. Is that what I think it is? Oh, gimme, gimme, gimme! I haven't seen one of these since... Well, I've never actually seen one, but I've heard stories about the technomites and their mystical objects.
There are no technomites!
But this is our only lead. If you want to help that girl, we should follow the coordinates etched on the side.
Fine. Let's get out of here. See ya, Quark. And please, stay out of our way this time.
The technomites appear to have abandoned this area.
Yeah, the technomites are real tricky that way. All right, let's get this over with. Where are we going?
Well,
I'd go that way, but that's just me.
Oh, Quark. Why can't you just leave us alone?
Look, I can help you. I've been here before.
do you know where we should take this object?
Of course I do. But what's in it for me?
You want to find your family, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, if you tell us where to go, you can stay here and use our ship's computer to research your family history.
Ooh, great idea. I'll do it.
Quark, Where do we take the artifact?
Try that big building. For some reason, the good stuff is always in the biggest buildings.
Thanks, Quark. You've been helpful.
And now we're on the creepy jungle. So, and Quark's gone for some reason. So, one thing I actually forgot, and I can see the bottom of the ship there. Yeah, one thing I actually forgot was there's a big distinction between the PS2 and the PSP versions, which took me years to notice, but there's actually later on a cutscene missing, which it's not a major cutscene, but it does kind of link parts of the story up, and it's a bit weird. Like its absence leaves the story looking a little bit confusing. Right, what do we want to buy? Let's buy the concussion gun, which sounds amazing, and it's not. So this is your typical shotgun weapon, and I missed it. Not great, but it kills these ninjas in one, so these are like discount lawn ninjas. They die real good though. This is basically one of those weapons though that I think I will not be upgrading until a later level when XP is overly abundant. Okay, oh, and another thing, they changed the sound of this. That is Doom incarnate, that is just terrifying. If I heard that thing going off, I'd be panicking.
Those cameras just keep coming. What should we do?
Just ignore them. They are probably an automatic security system.
All right, let's keep moving. They blow up real good, though.
How mysterious. The camera managed to catch Quark scratching his butt. Oh, these plants. Probably gonna get hit by them a few times. Oh no, I got hit by these guys instead. So this level I don't particularly mind until later on. We're going to be getting to the worst part of the game for me soon. Which I suppose is a good sign if I'm saying the worst is out of the way on the second level, but you'll all see what I mean. Let's touch the Doom box. There we go. Oh, another Doom box. There we go, that wasn't actually doing anything then.
That mimic plant seems useful. Why don't you water it with the sprout-o-matic?
Whoa, hang on there. Now be careful with that. Whew, that was a close one. Now, let me have that water pistol, little fella.
It worked! I finally perfected my sprout-o-matic!
Sprout-o-matic, you say? How does it work?
By shooting mimic plants, you can make them follow you. Then, by using it to water electrosoil, the plant will hop in and transform itself into a platform, a creature, whatever you need.
Did you hear that, Ratchet? That would come in very handy.
Yeah, great.
Since you helped with the final test, I will give you this prototype to try for yourselves. Wow!
So I completely glitched out the game there. Apparently I shouldn't have gone near the near the little plant before I got the sprout-o-matic.
Mimic plants gain unique abilities when they're planted in electrosoil. This sprout's fruit is a
There we go.
powerful explosive.
Some juicy green armor. And I forgot the little combination, because in this game you can actually combine armors together. So you can create like these rare hidden armors, which is really cool. I just don't actually remember any of the combinations. There's going to be a lot of management in my quick select in this game. They took out this feature that they added in the Ratchet and Clank 3, which was like the multi-ring system, so that you can have more than one quick select ring. And I have no idea why. Because it was such a handy system. Yeah, nice try. I really could have just used my wrench there. It used to hurt me when I used to see people playing Ratchet and Clank and breaking the boxes with their guns. And I've literally just gone and done the same thing.
You've planted a launcher plant.
Throw me!
Select the hyper shot from the quick select menu and hold the circle button while aimed at the target to attack.
Have I actually got to
it and swing?
Yeah. I can never remember in this game whether you can just jump at a hyper shot and press circle and it'll automatically equip it. Whenever that's the case, though, that always leads to a few deaths. I'm glad they did that, though. I'm glad they kind of like added that little speed up there, because it just makes the platforming a lot faster. Okay, I have to remember which one to go to first, because otherwise I'm going to end up squashing Ratchet against the wall. There we go, V3 already. Now it's going to take absolutely ages to get to V4. Okay, please be the right one. It is! There we go. Right, now I'm going to kill you. There we go. Let's use the acid bomb glove. Oh, it takes so long to kill him. There we go. You gotta love how Ratchet just comes to these planets and starts killing the native wildlife. All in the name of hero work. Right, before we go for that, another titanium bolt. There we go.
Yeah, great. It's locked. Well, looks like we'll never find out what that weird doohickey is. Come on, let's go.
I am able to squeeze through this crevice. Wait here, and I will unlock it from the inside.
All right, just don't take all day.